you want to go to Guatemala. Well, guess what? I've been there and I got some tips for you. By the way, the title of this video is Top 5 Things to Do in Guatemala, but there are so many things to do in Guatemala that making a list of just 5 things is so difficult to do. So the 5 things that I mentioned in this video are just things that I really loved doing in Guatemala, but by all means, there are so many other things to do. So don't just do these 5 things. Do your research, because Guatemala is a fascinating and beautiful country. And before I jump right into it, if during any point in this video you find that you are either enjoying it or you are getting some valuable information out of it, then please do me a favor and hit that little thumbs up that you see. Now that we got that out of the way, if you love food as much as I do, which is a lot, then this is an experience that you will love. And that is take a cooking class in Antigua, Guatemala. This is such a fun activity. If you happen to go to Guatemala with a group of friends, between the dancing and the drinking and the trying of the foods while you're cooking, you're gonna have a blast. You can have a really amazing bonding time with friends and family, whoever you go with. And not only that, but you are going to be learning about authentic Guatemalan cuisine from locals. I recommend checking out Guatemala Food Cooking School. No, really, that's the name of the school. They have a Facebook page, so if you guys want to check them out, I'll put a link to them in the description of this video. If you decide to contact them, let them know that I sent you. Even if you are traveling solo, no, especially if you are traveling solo, then you should definitely look into booking one of these cooking classes. If you think that you are a horrible cook, don't even worry about it. They have these really amazing instructors who really just want you to have fun and learn a little bit about the Guatemalan cuisine and eat your heart out after spending a beautiful evening cooking with them. By the way, if you really love food, then I have this secret Instagram account. It's at REDROMINA Eats on Instagram. So I post pictures of food that I eat and food that I cook myself. Shh, don't tell anybody about it. Spend the night in the middle of the jungle. I am so excited about this one because even though I am a city person, like really guys, I am a city person. I love tall buildings. I love walking out my front door and bumping into strangers. It is incredible. I don't mind the sound of the concrete jungle, but even with that, I do like to have my alone time, my zen time, my time to connect with nature. Hotel Finca Tatin in Guatemala is the best place to do this. This place is only accessible by boat through the river in the middle of the Guatemalan jungle. The journey to get to this hotel alone is incredible and breathtaking and worth the entire stay. Once you arrive at Hotel Finca Tatin, you are greeted with a beautiful lodge and its open lobby that has a ton of hammocks that you can just relax on. And actually, when I got to Hotel Finca Tatin, I was greeted by 2 baby toucans, which they were nursing back to health so that they could release it back into the wild. They were so cute. It was such an incredible experience and such an amazing way to be greeted into the Guatemalan jungle. The huts or villas that you will be staying in are accessible by pathways which go through the trees and the jungle, and they are secluded. Plus, Finca Tatin is well situated in the jungle because there is plenty to do in the jungle. You can explore the waterfalls, go swimming in caves, learn about the indigenous culture, and more. Basically, if you want to have an adventure, go to the jungle. By the way, if you are enjoying this video, I want to remind you to do that whole thumbs up thing and be sure to subscribe if you want to see more of this face. Now, I'm not much of a coffee person. I'm actually more of a tea person. Actually, I am obsessed with, like I didn't even have to set that up, guys. It was already there. That is my fix, not coffee. But I'm all about the culture, so I love learning about the process of making coffee. So if I ever go anywhere where coffee is an emblematic thing, then I will generally look for a plantation farm. And guess what? Guatemala is no different. If you are a coffee lover or you are doing it for the culture, then check out Antigua's Philadelphia Coffee Resort and Tours. They'll walk you through the entire process in excruciating detail of how they make Guatemala's famous Antigua coffee. It is a fascinating tour, and if you love coffee, then you will go crazy at this place. Of course, at the end of this tour, you will get a sampling of some of their famous coffee, and I will have to admit that it was delicioso. This next one might not be for everybody, but there is no denying on how impactful it can be. And that is volunteering with children. For example, Casa Guatemala is a boarding school which helps kids from impoverished areas in Guatemala get access to private education and promotes higher education as well. Casa Guatemala provides education, healthcare, nutrition, and so much more for these kids, all thanks to the help of volunteers. If you can afford it and you can take time to volunteer at Casa Guatemala, I guarantee that this will not be an experience that you will ever forget. If you have a little bit less time and want to do some more sightseeing and get to know the country a little bit better, then join a company like Vivid Roots, who will take you on super epic adventures in Guatemala and volunteering opportunities as well. Vivid Roots works like any other tour company where you pay them and they organize the whole tour for you when you go to said country. One of the differences with Vivid Roots is that they take a part of the money and apply that towards volunteer projects there, and they really like to focus on adventures and sustainable travel where your money will go back into local businesses and the local economy. When I went to Guatemala with them, I was able to help rebuild a medical center and an entire school that had been damaged due to detrimental weather. But most importantly, during my time volunteering there, I was able to connect with the local kids who go through so many obstacles just to get an education, just to learn. And it's a very humbling and unforgettable experience. Before I jump into the last item on my list, I just want to remind you that all of the links and information for everything that I'm mentioning in this video are going to be in the description of this video. So please check out the description if you are interested in anything that I am mentioning in this video. This is the last thing on my list. All right, I'm sorry guys if that was obnoxious. All right, so Antigua is a beautiful city. We all know that. It is so colorful and architecturally it is a dream. Why not walk around and get to know it a little bit better? There is so much history within every corner of Antigua. It is worth doing a walking tour. For instance, we have the Hotel Museo. We have the Hotel Museo Spa Casa do Santo Domingo. Hotel Museo Spa Casa Santo Domingo. Yes, I got it. Was a monastery that was then later converted into a high-end hotel and spa. But on top of that, it is also a museum. It has a beautiful church area in ruins. Oh, it is absolutely breathtaking. And on top of that, it has a chocolate shop. Yum. If you're ready for a good workout and don't mind a good hike, then walk up over 300 steps to get to Cerro de la Cruz Lookout Point. If you are a little bit out of shape and feeling like you might not be up for it, then here is a preview of some of the views that you might expect when you get to the top of this viewpoint. Hopefully, it motivates you. Worth it? By the way, thanks to Hopscotch the Globe for some of those beautiful drone shots. There are also a lot of street markets down any corner you turn in Antigua. So you can buy some artisanal products, handmade jewelry, notebooks, clothing, etc. This is also a really great way to talk to locals and get to know the artists who make these products. That is it. If you'd like to see some videos from Guatemala that I did, then check out the description. I'll put links for all of them and for my Guatemala playlist so that you can watch them. In the meantime, let me know in the comments of this video which one of the things that I mentioned did you like the most? Which one would you do? I make videos every week about filmmaking, travel, business, Star Trek, fashion, who knows, you name it, I'll probably do it if I love it. So if that sounds good to you and you want to see more of this face, then don't forget to subscribe and follow me. I am at REDROMINA all over the internet. But for now, I'm gonna go. So I will see you when I see you. Bye! This video was made possible by my patrons over at patreon.com/REDROMINA. If you like what I do, become a patron and be a part of the exploration.